Texas, 5215 South Coulter. Amazing lady. Now, Stephanie, you use your product, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I'm very, I'm religious with it for sure. I guess maybe that's not the right word, but very faithful. So religion is not the right word, but faithful is the right word. So,
Well, faithful is, yeah.
I'm very faithful with the product. I really am. My family is as well. It's, hit and miss sometimes with some of the little ones just because they're in school, but
Right.
during the day, this is what I'm putting into my body every day. So,
Well, you're
great.
faithful to the people of Amarillo as well. And of course, you're faithful to putting good things into your body. Folks, you are your business card. Filters may be fine for Instagram. Filters may be fine for this, that, and the other. Some people say, man, Brent, you look good on TV. Well, hey, it's all in the lighting, folks.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you know what I'm talking about, folks. You see that picture of yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, is that me? And the reality is that, sometimes it is. And filters don't work in person. And when you're presenting to people, no matter what you're doing, you're always presenting to people, even in ministry, and the clean juice right there in Amarillo, Texas, it's fantastic food. It's not just juice. Your avocado toast is a diet for your peanut butter toast, your smoothies. You even have cleanses as well that will help people with weight loss. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But what I wanted to do is talk about the caption that you see on the screen, whether you're watching the stream live or broadcasted over TV towers or cable networks. And that is, you got to be good to yourself in this day and age. The world is a crazy place right now. And people are finding out that there has been no problem to the powers that be when your air, your water, your food are literally poisoned.
Yes.
It's not a conspiracy theory. Just do your homework. When food is made for taste, it's made for taste. It's not made for health. And of course, all you have to do is research that. But clean juice and clean food. I mean, it's a cafe. It's great. The space is fantastic in there. We've seen some gatherings in there, perfect venue for parties and gatherings and workshops. And we're going to see some more of that. But Stephanie, catch us up on what's happening with Clean Juice right now.
So, like you said, I mean, we have a full menu. So, and I think, in the very beginning, we pushed our cold press cleanses, and that's because it was so different. You can't go anywhere and just get, a cold press juice. So this was very special to Clean Juice. It's kind of what launched it, almost 6 years ago with corporate offices, them being able to, figure out a design to be able to do this. And so that's what made us so special. But our menu is fabulous. And so, like you said about taste, I think the vast majority of people, when they think of Clean Juice, they think of, healthy diet, it's not going to taste good, it's going to be, vegetables. And so, but that is just such a, absolutely not the truth with Clean Juice. I mean, our food is really, really good. The only thing that we did is we took regular food and we made it organic. So we're 100% certified organic, which means if you want a wrap or you want a salad or you want a sandwich, we're just going to do it in an organic way. And so you can go to other delis and, get, a similar product. But I believe that America, the sicker we get, the more intense something like this becomes. And so, and we really did see that in the very beginning, I think, because Amarillo didn't have anything that was even close to this. And so we saw that, influx of just really, of support. And I think, and then, of course, holidays and different things. And because we are such a season type restaurant, if you will. So, I mean, it's conducive to our weather. And so yesterday we had 70-mile-an-hour straight line of winds, which is, that's not fun. So it's not fun for anybody. But, during really cold seasons or, those type of things, it's a little harder for a juice bar. So because they're thinking smoothies and juice, they're not really thinking wraps and sandwiches and salads. And so that is just, being able to just, target the audience, let them know that, hey, we do catering. If you work in a doctor's office, a dentist office, any kind of office,
Right.
we do third-party delivery. I mean, we're partners with, I believe, 3 different Uber Eats,
Right.
DoorDash. So they can go on our app, they can order ahead. I mean, those delivery services can deliver it, or they can call ahead and we have it ready. So, but again, back to America,
Right.
just being so unhealthy.
Right.
This is a way to just, incorporate organic food
Mhm.
that is toxin free, chemical free. It's the way it's grown. And so it's just grown differently, and not with all of the pesticides and toxins that we
Right.
consume constantly. So, and back to the juice. So back to our cold press, these are always a grab and go, but we also package them in a 4-pack or a 6-pack. And so you're just going to drink that 4-pack or that 6-pack in a day. So 4 of them are a beginner cleanse. So you're going to drink them throughout the day and then just end with a really healthy organic salad, chicken breast, something like that. And then the 6-pack is designed for a full day cleanse. So it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that, I think that's, again, what makes Clean Juice so special. And that's what I see mostly people coming in for, are just how to get those vitamins, minerals, and enzymes into their
Right.
body.
Right.
And so, and that's what's happening with a cold press versus the traditional, juicing type juicer that we would have at home. So,
Right. Right.
so many people have that. And so it was kind of a fad for a while of, oh, drink juice. But people found that it's very, very hard to get the products. It's messy,
Sure.
it's pricey to be able to even produce, a small amount of juice. And you do want to drink that particular type of juice in about 35 to 40 minutes, or that breakdown process is pretty fast. So
Mhm.
cold press fully intact those vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. So there's a shelf life date on them. And so you drink it, now with our cold press that we have, you have about 30 to 45 days. So as long as it's refrigerated, you can come back to that juice for up to that expiration date. So,
Well,
but yeah,
I'm excited about all of that. I've had your
yeah,
product. There's more that I want to have. I'm going to be there buying more next
yeah,
week. I got $100 gift card, folks, for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's handy. Secondly, I travel a lot, produce TV shows all over the Midwest. And thirdly, I wanted to do business with an organization that actually loves my country and actually loves people. And because I know the owners now, even before I knew you, I went in there. I was impressed how clean it was. I was impressed with the space that is wonderful for meetings or business meetings or even workshops or whatever, even a wedding reception, even a baby shower. But it
yeah,
also has good Wi-Fi as well. The location is good as well. I didn't have to worry about parking my car and wondering if I was still going to have it not. And don't get me wrong when I say this, folks. I've lived in all kinds of places and I've worked with all kinds of people my whole life. But it is what it is. And if you're in a dangerous part of town, no matter how good the product is, you think twice. But this is actually a wonderful location, 5215 South Coulter. There's a salon next door. You could come get your clean juice or eat there before or after you get your hair did.
yeah.
You know, it's not far from Walmart either. Those of you who are going to see this on broadcast TV will see the DoorDash and Uber information there on your screen. But something else too, Stephanie, and I can almost guarantee that maybe someone hasn't said this when they've interviewed you before. You're thinking, oh, well, folks, if you're going through cancer treatments and the kind of foods that they recommend are heavy with vitamin C, vitamin C fights cancer almost more than anything. They don't tell you that because there's not enough money in that.
Right.
But if the kinds of foods that a doctor puts you on to fight cancer is what's going to help you fight cancer, and doesn't it make sense to maybe eat those foods now that fight cancer? So on a health level, folks, when you're not sure what's happening, everyone has good reason not to trust the powers that be. A lot has come to light, but you know what? You need to put good things into your body. And, at one time, Stephanie, this was just a good proactive measure. Americans aren't proactive. They don't go to the gym until they see a fat picture. They don't eat differently until they have diabetes. I mean, they're a reactive culture, but not everybody. Right. Women are the most spiritually and physically and self-development, mental development, proactivity crowd you can ever have. That's probably why women are a little smarter than men. But folks, on a health level, you want to put cancer fighting things in your body now. Yes. Trust me. On a weight loss level, the average person carries about 20 pounds of undigested food at any time. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. That it's alarming.
You may be struggling with, man, there's that old joke, this overweight husband asks his wife, hey, does this shirt make me look fat? And she says, no, your face does. No, but listen to the woman, John.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't realize that what you think is fat is inflammation.
Right.
And what you think is a big gut can sometimes be a warning sign of inflammation or diabetes, or it could be 20 pounds of undigested food that seems to never get cleaned out. So if you want to look good, if you want to feel better, and you want to reduce chances of cancer in your body with toxins that are put into there and never regulated because it's a money deal, then you're going to want to put good things into your body. And so tell us about your detox product for those out there who may be wonderfully surprised and shocked at the results of losing actual weight in food that has been trapped, that you never give it time to digest. And so you're not doing any intermittent fasting. What do? Well, here's one of the things you do. You call Stephanie at Clean Juice.
So hey, how are you? So I'm in my store and I'm seeing a brother that I love so much. Thanks, Michael. But so back to our cleanse. So this is, and I never am knocking any other product at all.
Right.
I don't drink. Let me rephrase. I don't take a multivitamin. I'm not against them. I believe that a lot, from the research that I've done personally, I don't believe that you digest them. I believe that it's, a lot of that stuff comes out and, in waste. And I just believe that if I can put those vitamins, minerals, and enzymes in my body, then why do I need multivitamin? Yes.
Yeah.
Drink this every day. And a lot of people see green and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. And, and I wasn't really in love with it because it's, we're so conditioned with our palate to desire something that is sweet or different. Right. But when we got Clean Juice almost 2 years ago, it'll be in August is when we launched our grand opening. So we're approaching this summer. But it wasn't my most favorite. And so now I drink it so often that my body actually craves it. So this is green, and it's cucumber, celery, fennel, spinach, lemon, and ginger. I mean, this is something I never, ever would put, I'm not really cooking this way very often. And if I am, I'm cooking it. So what I've done is I've destroyed all of those properties and all of those vegetables. And that's what we do. We think, oh, wow, we're eating broccoli, we're eating spinach, we're eating kale. Unless you're eating those really in a raw form, there's really not much nutritional value, because anytime we're heating things or we're freezing things, we're destroying it. And so it's a great diet, because you're at such a calorie deficit, but those vitamins, minerals, and enzymes is what Clean Juice cares about. We want to put that into your body. And so this cold press, and like I said, when you drink that 4-pack or that 6-pack, you're just basically, you're resting your organs, you're resetting everything. like you said, the undigested food, that was very good. Our body works so hard to digest all of that food. So if I was going to eat a big kale salad, celery, and all of that stuff, my body's working all day to break that down. And so this is a way to just get it into your cells as quick as possible. And so again, like I said, this is hard for some people, but I tell people, if you're having a rough time, put it over ice. I mean, just, and drink it, get it down. And that's a way to just, be able to combat maybe a taste thing. We do have a sweet green that people a lot of times prefer because it's basically very similar to this, but we've added apple and mint. So that one's a little better. It's going to be high in fiber because of the apple. I actually prefer this one more for whatever reason. I am a sweet person, but the green, I mean,
put your finger in there to, no.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm just like, I would rather eat an apple and drink my green, but and each one of them do something different. So we tell anybody, anytime you're going to do a cleanse, you need to kind of think greens first. So you're going to pick up that sweet green or that regular green, and that's going to be the very, right after your coffee and, for your breakfast.
Right.
And so what this actually does is it's just flooding those bodies with all of those vitamins, minerals, and enzymes, but it's also telling your intestines, hey, you just put something really good into my system. And so you want to do that at the beginning of the day and not at the end of the day. So sorry, not TMI, but you are cleansing. It's everybody asks am I going to be running to the bathroom? Absolutely not. So it's not designed to do that. They're not harsh, but you do drink. We recommend to drink a lot of water followed by it. So you can, push it into all of those cells. And so, and get rid of the toxins. So, I mean, you're going to be, running to the bathroom for that reason because you're drinking so much juice and water. So, but yes, that's a common question that we're asked is, I don't want to cleanse. I need to, I just need to sit at home all day. I'm cleansing constantly. I mean, I drink one of these colors every day. I put it, and it just depends on, am I feeling a little, run down? I might grab a red or an orange. So like you said, vitamin C, it's imperative for our bodies to have this stuff. Our orange cold press is oranges, carrots, pineapple, and turmeric. And turmeric is inflammation.
Exactly.
So
that fights
him. Powerful. So that, that all of the time, if you're sick, it's geared usually towards some sort of inflammation in your body somewhere. So something's going on. That's where sickness happens. And so if you can keep that at bay and what it is that you're eating and what you're putting into your body, like you said, it's kind of a proactive, it's a preventative, most of us don't start the diet until we're overweight or, or start exercising or whatever. So this is a way to just, maybe you're not struggling with any of that stuff. And because I'm not struggling with any of that. Praise the Lord, but I've been able to put this into my body. I think it's so important for us to put it into our body, as often as we can.
Well, and we should, as you were talking about, people worried about it. Oh, that's green. I don't want to drink that. Hey, folks. That big gallon of blue dye that you have to drink before you have a colonoscopy?
You're right.
Wouldn't you rather drink clean juice and reduce chances of blockage because you're putting enzymes and nutrients and vitamins and things that have it's a better absorption with liquefaction, if that's a word. But not only that, see, next week I'm coming in to buy a cleanse and to buy some more product too. Some of you out there, you're very proactive with your health. Some of you have experienced the incredible weight loss with Optavia, that program there. I know Robert Burton in Amarillo has lost a ton of weight. But you know what? For your lean and green at night, what would happen if you used your lean and green for some great food that fits within those parameters and portions, or even a cleanse or even a smoothie with clean juice? I'm being very specific, Stephanie, because, for those who are realizing that there's competitiveness in the job market, and how you feel and how you think really have a lot to do with how you rest and what you put in your body. If you feel sluggish and confused, and you might have a caffeine addiction when you don't have it, ask me how I know. You
Yeah.
know, if you're a man and you're over 40 or over 50, it's very, very important to put certain things into your body to help your body maintain. You know, God did an amazing job when he created the human body. It's always going. You know, talking about people who want to lose weight and look good. You know, Ryan Reynolds. I'm sure you're a fan somewhat of Ryan Reynolds there, aren't you, Stephanie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Ryan Reynolds, someone pulled up a photograph of him. He's all ripped and cut, you know, and people don't understand that no one ever looks that way all the time. The body's
Yeah.
always adjusting and changing. You bulk up with food and then you cut with a calorie deficit to get the definition, and you use water and you're not drinking pop that adds inflammation and such. But Ryan Reynolds says, you know, it takes 6 months to look like that, and it takes 45 minutes not to.
Right. Oh, I know,
You
gosh. And
know,
it gets worse as we get older. Oh my
yeah.
word.
But you know what though, you know, on a pragmatic level, you can't take care of your family if you're in bad health. It's harder. You know, for those of us, we're paid for our creativity. And I also, you know, I didn't know that I'd be doing so much television, but that's also one of the reasons too, is if I'm interviewing these celebrities like I do, and you're a celebrity to me, Steph,
Yeah.
but if I interview these celebrities like I did the other day, Kevin Sorbo and all those people, man, Kevin looks fantastic. You can better believe he has a regiment of non-inflammation foods, right? You know, the people that have to be in front of the camera a lot, they need to drink all the water they can. And it does seem like an inconvenience until you realize you can drink a gallon of water a day. Just take 10 gulps at a time,
Yeah.
6 or 7 times during that day, and you've done it.
Yeah.
But I really want to encourage everybody out there during this time of a lot of stress, a lot of transition. You know, people are having health problems. It's not just hey, my mom had it, so I have it.
Yeah.
You've got to be proactive. And Stephen Covey had some good sayings, motivational speaker and writer. You know, being proactive means you happen to life. Being reactive means life happens to you. How many people do you know they're a victim of this culture? You know, life just happens to them. Life's happening to me. You know,
Right.
and they're at the mercy of folks. Let me tell you something. God didn't put you on this earth to settle for your life, to settle, to be sluggish, to settle, not to be able to run with your kids or your grandkids, to settle for a poor relationship, you know, because of frequent illness, or you know, he puts you on this earth to fulfill a destiny, to live a life of contribution, to lift others up, to provide for your family, to create a legacy of love, joy, peace through your family, to make the world a better place. You know, some of you, you know, he may want you to cure cancer, right? Whatever the situation is, you're not an accident. God loves you. You're on this earth for a reason. Your body is an amazing thing. It can adjust. And I love what you said, Stephanie, reset. If you want to reset your body, reset your immune system in a way, you know, if you know what, you say, hey, you know what? I want to feel better. I want to think better. I want to live better. I want to rest better, you know, then.
And it does all of those things. These
Right.
cleanses actually are designed to do all of those things. And so, and you feel that way. And so
Yeah.
there is a calorie deficit, you know,
Yeah.
when you're cleansing and doing juices all day. So, you know, most of the time, especially women, you know, they seem to come in because they want to drop a couple of pounds. And so
Right.
that's usually kind of what brings them in. You know, we don't push that really, you know, weight loss, because it really, this is a way of life. This is a
Sure.
way of putting fruits and vegetables into your body. Are you going to lose weight? Yes. I mean, you will, because again,
Calorie
you're at a
deficit.
calorie deficit
Yeah.
and you're drinking juices. So our 4-pack is around 650 calories. You know, my gosh, that's not very many. And then
For
even if
all 4 combined?
yeah, so all 4 of them is about 600 calories. So which is
No
low.
way.
Then you're going to eat a healthy dinner. And so we want that to be hopefully around 600 calories as well. So, our 6-pack, it depends on which cleanse you get. And so you're going to be anywhere from, you know, 1,000 to 1,600 calories on that, still at a huge calorie deficit.
Yeah, like half
So,
or
yeah.
3 times less for most people. People don't
So
realize all the calories they eat, do they?
yes. And it's a jump start to help people on their journey of maybe losing weight. And so they're flooding their bodies with all of those vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. So you feel good. I mean, you really do. You know, a lot of times people might struggle a little bit with like, you know, the sugar intake that they're used to having. And of course, caffeine. You know, you can have caffeine. We just don't want you to put all the sugar and all, you know, we really, it's designed to just kind of rest your body from all of the crap, you know, that we're putting in our bodies. And, you know, I mean, let it be a spiritual time, or let it be a time of just reflecting, reading, you know, putting more water into our bodies, and just, you know, letting everything repair. And so we see that a lot, especially with, you know, with Christians that walk through. They're like, I need to do a fast. And so it's hard to do a water fast, but a juice fast isn't, you know, that hard.
So you can fast and reset your spirit as well as
absolutely. I do it all the time. I mean, seriously, if I'm really needing something in my life, I take a couple of juices home, and it's kind of my quiet time with the Lord of just, you know, I mean, there's just, you know, nothing like that time. And I do it often. And so, anyways, just to encourage anybody else, if they're needing something, they're needing a breakthrough in their health, in, you know, in their marriage, in their business, in finances, you know, something that just seems absolutely, you know, where we can't fix it. We can't make this happen. I mean, that's most of the time I'll grab 2 or 3 juices and just go home for a couple of hours. And so, and just spend time. So it's, hopefully that helps somebody.
You know, I heard it will help somebody. I heard a good quote from my sweet little mama who lost a lot of weight with Optavia, and she's faithful to it. It's a calorie deficit, but it's also macronutrients. And, you know, folks, it's not enough just to say, oh, I'll just have 1 brownie a day. No, you've got to have the right ingredients. You know, well, I'm eating peanut butter, I'm eating protein, but I'm gaining weight. Well, there's so much sugar in the regular peanut butter, but you have organic peanut butter there that doesn't. So it's the little things. I saw a beautiful woman put on a lot of extra pounds. She hardly ate. How was that possible? Well, she drank sweet tea all the time, and 28 to 30 to 40 grams of sugar every serving adds up. And processed sugar will. So if you can have raw sugar, you know, carbs are not bad. Carbs are your friend if they're the right carbs, you know, but you can reset your body, your digestive system. You know, you can build some good habits by simply changing a few little things. Some of you, many of you know the benefits of intermittent fasting. Well, that's a calorie deficit. That's given your body also time to digest. You'll eat something, but your fast really doesn't start for another 4 to 6 hours. You know, if you were to use your sleep time as part of your intermittent fasting, you could fast 16 hours every day. And then see, people don't realize this because of industrialization. Break fast. Breakfast means break fast. And in our country, you know, we would eat a good one. It depends on who you talk to. It's been all jacked up with high sugar cereals and stuff. But you know what? If you want to reduce inflammation, you want to lose some weight too. You want to get rid of, you know, up to 20 pounds of undigested food that's in your gut right now. You want to reset, you know, digestion, and you want to feel better. And hey, let's face it, you want to look better. You know, you and I talked the other day, Stephanie, and there's these guys at the gym, and, you know, big arms, real muscular, big, but they have this big gut. And that tells me that they haven't learned that it does matter. It's not just, hey, I work out all the time, so I eat what I want. No, not really. You're
that works when you're 20. It doesn't work when you're 40 and 50.
Well, you know, abs are made in the kitchen. And that is so true. Everyone's got them. You just can't always see them.
Yeah, you can't see them.
And you don't want to eat junk and then work out all the time and build a layer of fat under the muscle either. You see guys with a big gut, but they're not fat. They have a big gut, and they work that muscles all the time. Man, if you do your research, you're going to find out that a calorie deficit, cancer-fighting foods, inflammation-fighting foods, and liquids, vitamins that are liquefied, okay, and, you know, that is all going to make a huge difference. I would dare say, and even in a short amount of time, that's going to make a huge difference. But you know what? Just make, and on top of that, with this clean juice and the incredible couple, Stephanie and Andy and your business partner, well, I think your
Yes,
daughter, right?
Brittany
Yeah.
and Brayton.
Even the facility is a great place to go to. It's a fact that natural sunlight and classical music makes you think better. Well, they have some good music there. It's not necessarily classical, but there is the way the light comes into that facility at Clean Juice, the natural sunlight, the good Wi-Fi, good seating area, plenty of space, and then incredible things that are going to help you fight off a lot of illness and reduce some inflammation. And as a result, a byproduct, you will lose some weight. When you replace Twinkies with something else.
Yeah, I like all that stuff too. I mean,
I like it too.
It's balance. It really is balance. I mean, it's, if do the best that you can 85% of the time, and then have your 20% of the time where, you can go have chips and queso and burgers. Sure. And so,
you don't have to give it up completely. I was interviewing Shemaine Nugent last week, and she said, "Don't get me wrong, Brent. I still have my cookies or cupcakes every once in a while." And she said she had a bite of a cookie. I said, "Well, gosh, I would have eaten the whole pan." And she said, "Well, you don't know how big that cookie was,
Yeah.
But this quote that I heard, it really it changed my life at the time. And the quote was this, and Shirley Todd gave me that quote. She read it or heard it, but a victim of this culture is out of shape, in debt, addicted, with a house full of junk." And that made an impact on me.
True. Yeah.
And so, I'm living a great life right now. I have all the freedom in the world, and I do well in what I do, but I wouldn't have done that had I not simplified in a lot of areas. Right. And I also wouldn't have been able to do what I do had I not made some proactive choices, which I have to revisit those again. Because, hey, I know that you can put a monkey on TV. People will think that there's something. It's all make believe, but I use that platform to encourage and inform people. But if I want them listening to my words and not distracted because I'm bloated and inflamed and I look like I'm sick and exhausted, then I have to do what I have to do. A Marine will put the black on his face and the green on his face as a sniper. That's what he does. Well, those in television, those who present, those who are in front of people, you are your business card. And if you're speaking positive things and encouraging people to be disciplined or whatever, you need to demonstrate what you're saying too, whether that's health, whether that's peace, whatever. So all that to say is, you live your product, you look your product. Both you and Andy, don't look your age. And Clean Juice.
Sorry, they're blending up some stuff in here.
Oh, that's all right. That to me, that's the sound of money, and the sound of health. So somebody's making a healthy choice today. But I'm excited to get the cleanse product when I come in. And
sorry
so
about
folks,
that. Gets a little loud in here.
Well, the good news is it didn't come through the recording. So folks at home, you really didn't hear it, did you, folks? But all that to say, Stephanie, thank you for serving Amarillo and surrounding areas with a good business that really does good for people. And it helps them sometimes change their lives. I dare say it may save some lives. Because folks, if you have enough money, you can put anything into food and it can be approved by the blank, blank, blank. But you really need to know for yourself what you're putting in your body. The air above, the water, the food. There's a worldview that will poison everything and then tax you when you die. They'll be happy to sell you cancer treatments instead of getting you on vitamin C regimen, which you should do. But if they put you on Clean Juice ingredients to get off cancer, don't you think you should start now to hopefully avoid cancer and weight gain and fatigue and all the things that come with a poisoned diet. So anyway, be proactive and be reactive. You said a lot of women come to you. I love women. I think God, just did the best when he, trust me. I mean, I was raised to love women. I'm not a weak man. I'm not a feminine man. I'm not a beta male, but I do appreciate that the last and most beautiful creation on the face of the earth were women, and I'm married to one of them. So all that to say is, women, you're proactive. A lot of what you do is dependent upon your energy levels, your concentration levels, and also your appearance is important to you in a competitive world. Well, hey, why don't you fix all that with a spiritual and physical reset and go to Clean Juice today? So
drag your husband in.
Drag your hubby in. Hey, guess what?
Make you, and I think so many men are like, oh no, I'm not going in there. But we have a great following of men. So men do this too. So
well, brother, you got to fuel. I don't know if you can see it.
That's right.
That protein will help you. Certain ingredients, turmeric does fight cancer, it does fight inflammation as well. Garlic does the same thing. Men, helping your body make its own testosterone is important when it comes to what you put in your body. Also, guys, Stephanie, do you have any products with dark chocolate in
it? So we have cacao. So
okay, good.
Cacao chocolate. So we can do a smoothie. We also have cacao in our cold press. So we do cashew milks as well. So not only just do fruits and vegetables, we have cashew milks, like, everybody now seems to be on almond milk. This is a cashew milk. And so cacao is, is where we get, chocolate from. So there's that little bit of caffeine in it, not much, not probably even enough to tell. But what I have found though, sorry, we're probably out of time, but cacao is super good for your heart. It's heart health. I do our chocolate one almost every day. So I don't know. I mean, my blood channel is perfect. I have it checked every 6 months, everything. She's like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because the numbers couldn't be more perfect. So
now you've done it. Now I'm going to have a cacao smoothie.
Or it's the chocolate one, but yes, it's cacao is what we're putting in it, and it's fabulous.
Well, folks, your body is always working. When you say I can't do something, you've just told 7 trillion cells that you can't do something.
That's right.
When you say I can do something, you can. Be proactive in this day and hour.
There's power in our tongue and what we say, so when we speak that out, that's exactly, I mean, there's life and death in the power of this right here, our mouth. Right. And so we just have to speak this is doing good for my body. I'm going to put this in my body. It is going to change. I'm going to feel better by doing it. And so I'm telling you, that's, it's powerful.
Well, really. If you'll do now what others aren't willing to do, then you'll have a life that others won't have in the future.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Guys, if you're taking care of your family, you need strength. You need food that will help your body produce its own testosterone. You'll need things that are better for your prostate. If you knew what a lot of this food that we call fast food, and that's why it's cheap. It's cheap because it's made with garbage. If you knew what that did to your prostate or to your urinary tract, but folks, there's just too much money to be made in treating the lack of discipline in our country. But there's a lot of money to be saved if you take care of yourself. Even your hair is going to grow better, guys. I mean, a lot of things are going to be better if you put the right things in. You get out what you put in, folks. Garbage in, garbage out. It's not just a mental thing; it's a physical thing. So, Stephanie, I'm excited to see you. And I can't wait to get my product. Folks, you can buy a gift card if you want to. You can use DoorDash. You can use Uber.
Download our app. So
download the app.
Clean Juice, So
and hey, Tim Tebow looks pretty good. He uses Clean Juice.
I know. He has 2 locations now. So he's, I forget what area in Florida, but he just is opening his 2nd location. He loves it. So. Well,
today's grandma and grandpa. I'm about to be a grandpa. Can you believe that?
Wow, congratulations.
And I tell people I'm 54. No, you're not. Well, I appreciate that. But, the bottom line is today's grandma and grandpa, they're not knitting sweaters in a rocking chair. They're riding Harleys. They're playing rock and roll. they're chasing their grandkids, or they're running a clean juice.
And I have a whole lot of grandkids.
And you do.
I have grandkids, and then God gifted us with the beautiful miracle of adoption with 2 little girls. So
I know.
I mean, Andy and I are a little in our older years to be starting over.
You're in your 40s, man. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, for that much longer. I'm in my 40s.
well,
But hey, I can keep up with them. I can outrun them. So
for the future, Shemaine Nugent, she's 60. She looks incredible.
wow.
And so, you
I'd
may
love
see
to meet her. That would be cool.
I have a feeling you're going to. I know a guy, and
Yeah.
and she's an incredible woman, and you have an incredible product and a story as well. So anyway, Stephanie, once again, thank you. I'd like to check in with you with some very specific things that people want to know, in terms of their health and the things that have worked and helped certain people.
Yeah.
But folks, if you want to feel great pretty quickly, you want to lose some weight by dropping some 20 pounds of undigested food up to, you want to maybe learn a few new things, and you want a better absorption of vitamins, and just some really good food. If you want to do any of that, and I usually see fast results when I do things like this.
Yeah.
Not everyone has the same results, but I guarantee you, do now what others won't do, so that you'll be around and get to have what others won't have. And that's health to do great things, make great exploits, for love, for God, and for this life, and for our country. So thank you again, Stephanie. And until next time, very soon, we'll see you next time. Go to Clean Juice, folks.